While working towards my goals of building muscle while also losing a little bit of fat, feeling stronger, and just feeling better in my body, a game changer for me has been dialing in on eating enough protein in my day. And at first, it was really tough for me to eat those 140 grams of protein that my body needs. It felt like a lot, but I figured out 3 things that make eating enough protein much easier for me. Number 1, eating protein in my breakfast. I used to have cereal or oatmeal, which doesn't have enough protein to keep me satisfied until lunch, but now I have a high protein brekkie that I eat every day to help me get in all the protein I need. And number 2, I set myself up for success at the beginning of the week by stocking up on a few high protein foods when I go grocery shopping. So I always have them in the house. And I'll take you shopping later with me so I can show you exactly what I get. And number 3, even though I don't eat the same exact foods on a daily basis, I do have a few high protein go-to recipes that I really enjoy and make me feel good after eating. So I'll show you a few of those today in what I eat for lunch and dinner. But let's start with breakfast. Okay, let's talk about rules for breakfast. It has to be fast, easy, and high in protein. Fast because I just got back from my workout and I'm a hungry girl. Bordering hangry. Give me an hour and I'll probably murder someone. And 2, it's gotta be high in protein to set myself up for success for the rest of the day. And 3, it's gotta be easy because I'm a lazy cook. 2 main ingredients. Oats, protein powder. It's not that hard. Step 1, boil some water with our nifty kettle. We're literally just gonna be taking 80 grams of oats, adding in some hot water, letting it sit 2 to 3 minutes so that it soaks it all up and gets nice and chunky. Then we're gonna add in 1 scoop of our protein powder, put in some blueberries, some peanut butter. Guys, it's the same thing every time, but it's like a good go-to. And I'm just hungry and can't think that great after I get back from the gym. About 80 grams, which, if you're in the US, I'm pretty sure is about 3/4 small cup. I just eyeball the water, but generally the oatmeal definitely has to be covered in it. There's gotta be a little extra at the top, you know? It's kind of float in it. We just let her sit for 2 minutes. So I actually already worked out. I had a banana as a pre-workout only because it was so early in the morning. See how the oatmeal has now it's soaked up some of the water and now it's a bit more, what is the word that I'm looking for?
Goopy.
Goopy. Yeah, but that's not a very appealing adjective, but goopier. It's goopier. Okay, we got our scoop of protein powder. You can also do like 1.5 scoops. You can even do 2 scoops if you want to go crazy. I'm not gonna go too crazy because I don't like to have too much protein powder in my day, and I might want to have a little protein yogurt bowl later just because I've kind of been craving it, and we just got yogurt at the store yesterday. So I'm saving my potential protein powder if I have a fix later.
Yogurt.
How do you call it, Jensen?
Yogurt. We got yogurt at the store.
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yogurt is just weird.
Yogurt.
Okay, and now I need a little bit more water. As you can see, I'm gonna mix it up a bit. I think the last time I made this on video, I used strawberry protein powder. Guys, I just need my chocolate morning fix or it's not it. And then I just add in a ton of blueberries. Probably like, that might have been a little too much. It's probably like 1/2 cup or something. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle some peanut butter on top. Yeah, I'll probably do like 1 tablespoon. And that's breck. That's a brekkie. Brekkie wrap right there. Not a food wrap, like a wrap.
Brekkie is wrapped up.
We have wrapped her.
Chef.
Let's eat. Let's eat. I did actually have a banana for a pre-workout snack, and if I were training at any time after like 6 a.m., I'd be eating more carbohydrates since that improves my performance so much. It gives me readily available energy for my training. I can train much more intensely than if I were just training fasted, but if it's too early, it's too early. But when it's an early morning session, I just stomach a banana, and that's the best that I got. So I trained lower body this morning, and I didn't fill my compound lifts, but I did start with hip thrusts, squats, and RDLs. My go-to dream team right there for hitting the glutes, but I did want to share a little tip for training abductors. If you have this machine in your gym, gym, typically it's for adductors, which is your inner thigh, and abductors, your outer thigh muscles. So when you're sitting straight up, you'll feel it more on your outer thighs. But if you lean forward, you'll put more of a stretch in your glutes, and you'll feel it much more in your glutes when you're doing the exercise. I also did some of these unilateral kettlebell marches, which I love for training core stability, really focusing on standing upright and bracing with my core, not sagging my body to either side. And on a fun note, this is week 7 of getting back into training, and the past 2 weeks or so, I finally started pushing my weights in the gym and really getting close to failure in each set, focusing on intensity, and I've been noticing my strength's coming back. It feels so good, guys. It feels so good. All right, breakfast demolished, we've showered, changed, and you know the drill. We are off to go get coffee now because we know I need it. So why am I always talking about high protein? Well, protein is going to be the building block for muscle, but it also has tons of other really important benefits in our body, such as healing wounds, playing a really important role in our immune system. It literally is the building block of our body, not just muscle, but other cells in our body. And eating enough protein is essential if you want to build or maintain muscle while losing fat, aka the process called body recomposition, which is something I'm going through and I've been making a lot of videos about recently on my channel. But even if your goals are mostly strength benefits, it's going to be so important to be eating enough protein. Recently, I heard a statistic that says that you lose 3 to 5% of your muscle mass after the age of 30. And that was a little bit scary to me because I'm not too far from 30. I mean, I've still got a few years to go, but that kind of served as like a little reminder that it is really, really important for me to focus on building as much muscle as I possibly can during this stage of my life. It's completely possible to build muscle throughout later years of your life. I'm not trying to say that after 30 it's pointless to build muscle or anything. Muscle has so many benefits in how we move, in our quality of life, in feeling good, feeling strong. That being said, my goal is body recomposition, losing a bit of fat, and building/maintaining muscle. For me, I'm especially focusing on the building muscle portion of that body recomposition, and I'm not overly focused on losing a ton of fat in the process of the build muscle and lose fat portion of the body recomposition goal. I would always emphasize the muscle building portion of that. Let's be real, you can lose fat at any stage of your life, but being able to build muscle is what's going to take much longer. It's going to be the more in-depth process that will reap so many extra benefits later in there. So I just want to keep harping on that, and now I'm rambling. Let's go make lunch. Okay, so we know protein is important. How much protein should you be eating on a daily basis? Well, general recommendations for if you're trying to build/maintain muscle while in a calorie deficit, really good range to shoot for is about 0.8 to 1 or even higher grams of protein per pound, not kilo, pound of body weight. And really taking it as a range and kind of like an average of how much protein you eat on a weekly basis is a totally fine way to go about things. I personally shoot for a range of about like 120 to 140 plus grams protein on a daily basis. So speaking of protein, let's make some lunch. Today we're gonna be doing a little omelet situation, and this lunch is gonna have about 40 grams of protein. Okay, an amazing way to bump up your protein if you're doing any type of egg situation or omelet, scrambled eggs, that type of thing, is just to add in some egg whites. They are so high in protein. I mean, obviously we're still having the actual egg because we're not afraid of fats on this channel, but adding in a little bit of egg white is just gonna be a little bit of a hack we got going on. And I just found this one for my store. I literally Googled egg whites, Tesco's, which is the British store. Someone commented on my channel and was like, that looks like a British kitchen. I'm like, haha, I'm in England. Yeah, so that it is. But if you're in the US, you can definitely find this. It won't be the Two Chicks brand, I'm guessing, but if you're in the UK, Two Chicks has been a great hack for me. Other than eggs, we're just gonna get some veg. All you need is some peas, spinach, mixed greens, literally any vegetables you want to throw in the wrap. I'm doing cherry tomatoes and peas today. And they're actually gonna be the frozen peas because I'm lazy. We're gonna microwave these, get them nice and soft, and just throw them in with the omelet. My carb of choice today is gonna be a sweet potato. And guys, look at the sweet potatoes I got from the store. Look at how tiny they are. They're so cute. So this is my hand. It's about hand size. It's really cute. I'm actually gonna have 2 because they're tiny, but normally I'd go for like a medium one. This is probably about 200 grams of sweet potato. It's a bit of carb. We're gonna prick her, stick her in the microwave, throw her on the side. Just gonna chop up the tomatoes. We're gonna stick sweet potatoes in the microwave for about 5 minutes. So super easy. We're just gonna go with 1 full-blown egg, and then we're gonna add in 200 grams of egg whites, which should be about 22 extra grams of protein. That looks disgusting. Feel free to add more than 1 egg yolk. I'm kind of trying to play around with my omelet and figure out the optimal solution, but I'm just gonna whisk her up, and then we're gonna let her sizzle. Then we'll throw the veggies on top. Bam shabam, that's an omelet. Let's bring her to the stove. Perfectly pan size. Look at that. Wait for that to cook for a minute, and then we'll add another veg. And I've just got to do my best to flip her. Wish me luck. People do like the, you know, the half flip situation. You like half flip it onto a plate. Didn't work. Don't forget to season if you want. It's looking like it's gonna be a mildly deconstructed omelet, which is also fine given my skills, as long as it's cooked okay. We're golden. So lunch is all done. It has about 40 grams of protein. I'm just adding a little bit of salsa on the top because I'm crazy and I want a little bit of spice. That's lunch. Bon appetit. Let's go grocery shopping together so I can show you some of the foods that are higher in protein that I like to stock my fridge with, because step 1 to eating enough protein is getting it in your fridge, having it available in your house. If it's not available, I'm not gonna eat it. Let's be real. By the way, these foods are from the store Tesco, which is a UK store. For all my British friends out there, if you're in the US, you can find the same foods, but you're gonna probably have to look for different brand names. And I will be sharing fish and also vegetarian or plant-based sources of protein, but not meats. So starting off with fish, I like to get packets of these smoked salmon. These have about 10 grams of protein per small pack with about 50 grams of salmon, or they have 20 grams of protein for a larger pack with 100 grams of salmon. These are easy because you don't have to cook them, so they're perfect for the lazy chef that I am. Canned tuna also has a lot of protein and is a bit cheaper, about 24-25 grams of protein per can, and if you mix in some hummus or mayo for an easy side, or to add on a salad or a sandwich topping, it's great. And of course I grabbed some eggs and also these egg whites by 2 chicks. It's an extra 10 grams of protein per 100 gram of egg whites, so it's easy to just throw a little bit of those in to boost up the protein in some meals, like if I'm doing a stir fry or scrambled eggs. Moving on to plant-based foods, and Tesco's has a great plant-based section compared to a lot of places in the US. For more whole food options, I like to grab this extra firm tofu. By the way, guys, if you get silken tofu, it's a lot more like slippery, which I don't prefer, but it can be really useful if you're trying to mix it in things like quiche or eggs. But if you want blocks of tofu, definitely get extra firm. I also get seitan, which is another soy-based food, kind of like tempeh. By the way, you really have to season tempeh and tofu right. Don't eat them plain. You're not gonna be happy if you do. But if you cook them right, like with barbecue sauce, they can be a chef's kiss. I also got some of this corn mince, which is plant-based or vegan. I personally like it as a high protein source. I think it's a lean beef alternative, but don't quote me on that, I just like it. And for my dairy-free friends, I love this soy-based Greek-style yogurt. I've never actually seen this in the US, so this might be UK only. I love it for making my creamy protein yogurt bowls, which I'll show you later in the video. I'm having one this afternoon. And if you eat dairy, you can just swap out with normal Greek yogurt, which is higher in protein than normal yogurt. And I just happened to be running low on protein powder, so I grabbed one of these that was on sale. I'm not sponsored, and I'm still trying to find my favorite protein powder out there, but I do love the Smart Protein chocolate cookie flavor. If you have a sensitive stomach and can't eat whey protein, I'd highly recommend checking out vegan or plant-based protein powders. I have no problem digesting them, and they can taste really good if you get the right flavor. And of course, I didn't only buy high protein foods, I also grabbed some vegetables and fruits, frozen berries, and I got some other bits and pieces like almond milk, oatmeal, and these New York style whole wheat bagels. By the way, I gotta say that if you've ever had a proper New York City bagel, these don't compare. Like a fresh New York City bagel, they just, nothing compares. And that was our little weekly grocery shopping haul. Okay, we just got back from our walk. In the US, we say potato. Jensen's not from the US, obviously. He's from Essex. How do you say potato?
Patoinka.
No!
Potato.
How would you say, I need to go get potatoes from the store?
I need to go get potatoes. Can I have a jacket potato?
Potato.
Potato.
It's a patoinko.
Potato.
Okay, real quick on the way home, let's do a little British versus American words. Obviously, I was raised in the US, in New York, and Jensen was raised in England, in Essex. I say potato, you say?
Potato.
It's like a little handheld device that shines light. What's it called?
Torch.
A flashlight. Not the escalator, but the other box that you get into in order to go high.
The elevator.
Yes, but I say elevator and you say lift. How do you say the trash
The
can?
rubbish. The bin.
Can you think of any others? Oh wait, I've got one. Say bowl and then ball.
Ball. Ball.
You can't tell me that was the same. That was the same word.
Ball and ball. Ball, ball.
All right, think of some word that's different.
Tomato.
Tomato. Where do you park your car?
Because I was going to say car park, but I don't know whether that.
So they say car park and we say parking lot.
What do you call the car park with loads of levels?
A parking garage.
Ah, we call it a multi-story.
That's different. I thought of a really good one. The back of the car is called the trunk. But in England, they call it
You're a boot.
the boot. Like a shoe, one might say. It's kind of cute. I think it's cute. I say the boot now because it's adorable. It's a cute one. I also say car park. Car park just flows off the tongue nicely. Where are we parking? Oh, the car park. In the parking lot. Okay. I hope I didn't offend any British friends out there. We love you. Please, no one feel offended in this video. It's all for fun. All right, so we have been sitting here doing a bit of stuff on the laptop for quite a few hours, and I need to go take a walk, move the body, get some movement in for the day. So it's gonna be my little mid-afternoon hot girl walk break type of situation, and I'm gonna actually go call my mom, chat with her. It's been a minute, aka a few days, so we got lots to catch up on. I hope it's not raining. Fingers crossed. All right, so this is what we're working with. We got a little salmon open-faced bagel situation and a little side salad, and it's Wednesday night. Do you know what that means? It's the night that we get to watch The Summer I Turned Pretty. I wait for the episode to come out every single week, and it's finally come out. So after last week's heart-wrenching episode, I'm on my toes. I don't know if you're watching the series, but if you are, then we really went through it last week. But that is the full day of eating. So I hope that these recipes were fun and inspiring. I never make these videos as a, this is what I eat, therefore you should eat. Everyone has unique needs, and I just hope that by making these videos, they inspired you to try something new. I like watching these types of videos for recipe ideas and that type of thing. So I will see you in the next video.